Hi everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. And for those of you who are not having that much of a great day, I do hope things will turn out for the better for us eventually. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but I do hope that we find comfort in the journey of finding our better days. So, I'm not entirely sure yet on where I'm going to take this channel. However, I do plan to document all of the things that I'm interested in to sort of help me find my way back in things that I enjoy to do. So this is going to be a documentation of the things that I like and I'd like to explore more. And the first thing that come up to my mind is my fascination and my interest in paranormal, supernatural events or encounters that I personally experience in my real life. And if you have some time to spare and if you're looking for something to distract your mind from your daily routine, just stick by and I hope you enjoy my story. So without further ado, here's my first memorable encounter with a ghosty ghost. When I was about 5, my brother, my dad, and I would have this mini weekly adventure. It's the most mundane activity. However, my brother and I enjoyed it very much. The point of the activity is just us climb up the stairs to the unfinished attic just to find if there are any critters living rent free in our house. And for the record, my mom was fully against this activity, but since my brother and I were a fairly active kids, so we went ahead with it. It is quite common to have wild creatures living in the attic in my area. It might be rats, cats, or even palm civetts. They were just looking for a safe space to breathe, to eat, to live, and I guess our attic is one of those places. We never really encounter anything weird or anything strange. It's just some droppings or sometimes a half chewed metal mesh, the thing that was supposed to keep them out of our house. Every time we were about to head up, our dad would reminded us that we can only stand and walk on the strong beam. The strong beam is the frame of the house, if you would. And we had to approach everything carefully, slowly. If we saw something, we had to shine it with the flashlight first before approaching it. No incident ever occurred before. Everything is always normal, just like what I said before. And this activity actually made my brother and I felt like a detective, trying to find clues, and every time we found something, it felt like we accomplished the mission for the day. Or even when we didn't find anything, my brother and I would think, great job, our fortress is safe for the day. Yeah, as you can tell, my brother and I are really imaginative, so we turned this mundane activity into something that is really enjoyable to do for us. One Saturday, after the usual briefing from our dad, my brother took the lead. He's always the braver ones between us two, so he always took the lead. And then my dad would be in the middle, and I would follow them right behind my dad. So we did the usual walk, checking from one corner to another, and then my brother suddenly light up his torch and pointed to one of the corner. Thinking that he had something to say or he saw something, my dad's full attention went directly to him. And the next thing that happened in this event was something that was told to me by my dad because I don't really remember what happened. But all he said was, while he was paying attention to my brother, I suddenly darted to the opposite corner. I ran so fast, I didn't even step on the strong beam anymore. And the next thing he knew, he heard a loud crash. And all he could see was half of my body, still in the attic. And my lower body, my mom saw it from the floor below because my lower body was dangling. I don't really remember what happened, but my dad told me that he rushed to my rescue, of course. He tried to pull me up, but he had to do it carefully and slowly because the materials of our ceiling was wood. So to hinder any more damage to be done to my lower half, he had to pull me up really, really slowly. But then again, because it's woods, I think I got a scratch on my right leg because there was a nail there. So after all of that, all that I can remember from that event was my mom screaming, panicking, rightfully so. But yeah, the next thing I knew, I was laying in the sofa, and then my mom cared for me, cleaned up the wounds, and then I was crying, I was scared, I was panicking as well because all I could remember was my mom screaming, panicking about seeing a dangling foot on the ceiling. But later that night, during dinner, my dad asked me, so when everything's already calm, he asked me why did I suddenly darted out to the opposite corner, and why didn't I listen to his briefing? Or he said that I seemed like I didn't even hear his call. I told him that I saw someone in that corner, and that someone told me to come to it, him, her. I am not sure, but that something called me out to him. To him. So I went. The weirdest part about that conversation was my dad told me that I was so calm about it. I was so nonchalant about it. But yeah, I don't know what my family think or thought about me that night, but safe to say I'm not invited to those weekly adventure anymore. I guess they just don't want to risk any half dangling body from the ceiling anymore. But yeah, that's one of the memorable or first memorable encounter that I experienced with a ghosty ghost. Thank you so much for watching and or listening. It's really much appreciated. If you like the video, let me know. If you have any questions, and if you want to let me know what you think about the video, just comment down below. And I hope you enjoyed my stories, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.